Everyone, welcome back to Heavy Breakdowns. We'll talk about the reasons why Season 2 needs to let Miranda's story go beyond romance. Since Sex and the City 2 first broadcasted in quite a while a long time back, any reasonable person would agree that Miranda Hobbs owes us somewhat of a rebound story. Be that as it may, we've most certainly had no absence of being let somewhere near her all through the years on Sex and the City. After watching the entire season of Just Like That, why do we still want her to have a storyline other than romance? In addition, in the first 4 episodes of Season 2, the moment Che Diaz entered the scene, Miranda's heart practically vanished. This does not imply that she has influenced her negatively. Rather, the opposite is true. However, Miranda does not appear to exist outside of Che at this point. She was a successful attorney, a mother, and a Columbia University student when the Che bomb went off and everything was forgotten. In point of fact, all that is required to give Miranda's story a more compelling arc is a little bit more of a strong balancing act. And with that, Miranda's survival without Che is in question. Although we hadn't seen either Miranda or Chi together much, their current relationship seems to be mutually exclusive. But it's interesting because both of the characters have personalities that are strong enough to support their own plots. In synopsis, Miranda can live without Che, yet for a specific explanation, the AGLT creators have molded her into a so excessively dependent on the person in question that it looks like she can't survive without them. The person Miranda portrays is the exact opposite of such a person and Sex, and the City is her braided relationship with Steve. Miranda tried to push him away almost constantly throughout their relationship, but in the end she gave in to love, even though she felt like she had given up some of her independence. She never gave up her independence when it came to Steve, regardless of how she felt about it. She remained steadfast in her convictions and proceeded in her own way, including getting married in a private garden ceremony and being well-equipped to raise her child alone because she wasn't sure if Steve would be around. Everything appeared to have been flushed down the toilet when AGLT arrived. Miranda out of nowhere lost every last bit of her fearlessness, and her association with Chi just exacerbated the situation. When Miranda was summoned back home in episode 3 to console her son, braided, we saw a glimmer of the person she used to be, which is interesting in light of the whole situation. Since Miranda allows Che to take cues from her, it doesn't pass on a lot of space for Miranda to be her own individual. All components of Miranda's life should be adjusted in the storyline. A little bit more balance in Miranda's life would undoubtedly advance her storyline, which would benefit both the character and the audience. Because it is more difficult to comprehend who each character is at this point in their lives without spending any time alone with them, the frequent closeness of Che and Miranda disturbs the equilibrium. The two don't have to separate or do anything. They essentially have to show up on the program, such that improves each other's fundamental characteristics instead of going about as this one colossal combination of an individual. That basically sums up Miranda's main problem on a JLT. We have all only seen a small amount of her essence. Without a doubt, there is a connection between her and Che, but it takes center stage, detracting from the many aspects that initially made Miranda such an intriguing character. The focus on her association with Che has kept us from really getting to know the new Miranda, regardless of whether we know about who the past Miranda was. Reducing Miranda's romanticism and introducing the appeal of her single side may actually strengthen their bond because she has lost herself in the process. If you can't be who you really are with your partner, who are you? It's critical that Miranda knows where she stands in the relationship. In general, it will be interesting to see where Miranda goes in Season 2's remaining episodes. It appears that we may be able to see the real Miranda again, as Episode 4 focused on her, Braided, and Steve as a family. She will have a little more space to return to her childhood home because she and Steve will no longer be living together. Miranda lives alone in her apartment, where we first met her in Sex and the City. She occasionally indulges in enormous chocolate chip cookies. I trust the video is agreeable. If you want to see more videos, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate your viewing.